And there we go, our 7 o'clock wave of racing here at the 2024 USA Cycling Gravel National Championships is underway. That is a big field of amateur racers heading on out for 131 miles of fun in the Nebraska gravel.
Well, 200 yards in, feeling good. Oh yeah. I got this. Update, 93 miles in. Cramps have been an issue. Race director said I am second to last, unless the guy who last drops out. But I was hoping to not be last. That was my only goal, also finish. I got about 3 miles to the cutoff, or 3 hours until the cutoff. So I have to get to mile like 120 before 5. I should be able to do that, I'm feeling okay. And then just cruise the finish. But a lot of cramps, a lot of negative self-talk, which doesn't help. But keep on keeping on. And feeling okay now. Well, lesson learned. In a gravel race, people start out really fast. So you cannot let the first 10-15 minutes of the race be a warm-up. Everyone already did their warm-up, and the front group is long gone. I am very near the back, but I'm hoping that if I stick to my own plan and not try to race people, quote unquote, even though it is a race, then I'll do okay. And for me, survival is the name of the day, as I think it will be for a lot of people, but I don't want to push myself too hard too early, because there's approximately 128 miles left to go. Plenty of time to put. Oh dang, now that is pretty. I don't mind the views, that's for sure. I like these spots, a little bit of freewheeling, rest the legs a little bit. Not pedaling at all, 27 miles an hour. These are quick roads. Hasn't rained in a while in Nebraska. That's the only good thing about not being in the group with almost every single other person in the race, is I'm not getting dust in my eyes, so, you know, that's kind of nice. Morning! So when I'm not facing the sun, I'm able to take my sunglasses off, which is always good for keeping sweat out of my eyes. Some riders way up there, group of 3. Probably catch them eventually, but I'm not worried. Almost 11 miles in. There's the first graded climb of the race. It's not too bad. I think most of the climbs on this race are a lot longer rather than punchier like you'd find it in Wisconsin. I think the biggest issue is going to be elevation. So right now, elevation 4,153. In Wisconsin, it's like 900 or 1,000 or something like that. So much higher elevation. I think that'll be something that becomes more difficult in the higher ones. Not so much yet, but a couple of these climbs get pretty high. So that'll be interesting to see how my body reacts to 3,000 to 4,000 feet of elevation difference. At the top of this first climb, 1 of 6, you could say it's a good view. I'm all right with this. Beautiful valley out in front of me. I don't know what you call these rock formations, maybe a butte, or something along those lines. They're everywhere. It's nice that there's so much to look at everywhere I go. And I passed one person. The main pack is probably 20 minutes ahead, I would imagine already. They were cruising, but still feeling good, still riding within myself. Just out here to have a good time. Almost at 20 miles. Every time I come over the top of the hill, there's some fabulous vista out in front of me. And this off to the side. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, there's cows. Probably see some wild horses out here somewhere. Yeah, I can deal with this. It's nice, to say the least. It's beautiful out here. Well, here we are on a MMR, minimum maintenance road. For those that have never been on, it's a road. They don't really ever like take care of it. I'm sure they do something like once a year just to make sure there's not like a tree trunk, which is not going to happen around here. Very little shade out in Nebraska, but I gotta say this road is rolling way better than the main road, so I wish the entire dang thing was on MMR, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, hopefully I won't crash here when it's on film. That'll be embarrassing. Watch out for that right side. They talked about that in the driver's meeting. Putting the brakes on. So with the gravel biking, you have pretty fast rolling tires, and I don't know, I don't think you can see it in the video, but the center of the tires is fairly smooth, and it's only really the outside that has the grip on it. Try and run about 30 pounds or so, 30 to 35. I think mine are about 30 right now. I don't have an exact gauge, I have a general gauge, but yeah, it's good. I like this road. I would like more of it to be like this. Really quick, nice hard pack, which makes for easy riding. And I'm not stressed, which is good. Temperature's still good. It's 9 o'clock, a little bit after 9, a couple hours in, and I haven't seen another person in a long time except for an official camera guy. So that was cool, with a whole media badge and everything. One of the flag guys had his flag waving at a right turn when I was supposed to go straight, so I made a slight error in which direction I was going, but turned around within a couple hundred yards. And my GPS, thankfully, I went back and got that, fun fact, forgot it at home, and had to go back and get it after an hour of driving. So, glad I had that, otherwise I would have been just off on some road for a while. Really not knowing where I was going. But, back to you in another 45 minutes or an hour. Dang it, the sand got me. A little deep here. Rather than fall, I'll just walk a little bit. So new danger noodle. Yeah, I've got run over already. Yeah, going kind of with the wind now, which is good. And very much what I would say is foothills, but there are not a lot of hills. I was worried about the climbing, and I feel pretty good about what has happened thusly. But half the climbing is done, and there really has not been much of anything. Nice being able to do 30 miles an hour instead of 10. I'll rest the legs a bit and enjoy this. Well, folks, this might be it. Coming up on the mile 72 rest area. I feel not that tired, but my legs are cramping horrendously. So, yeah, I just don't know. It sucks. I feel great. Hydrated tons yesterday, ate like I should. I cramp a lot, regularly. Just got hit in the ear by a bee, that was cool. Yeah, even when I run, if I run long distances, I cramp. I haven't cramped on the bike in a while. Thought I was doing better with that, but just went up a climb a little bit ago, and my legs were cramping up bad, so I took in some hydration and nutrition, hoping it kind of gets a little bit better. I'll chill out here at the mile 72 one, and really take on a lot of water, and then I'll shoot out to mile 90. That's where the next one is. And hopefully feel better. But ye old lady Krampus is rearing her ugly head out here in Nebraska for me. And I'd really rather not see her. I don't feel that hot at all. So we'll see how things shake out. Pretty area out here. Just about to tick over to 100 miles. Feeling warm and okay-ish. Trying to protect the legs as much as possible. Wish I could push a little bit harder, but I don't want to go into Cramp City again. Well, we got an update. As you can see, I'm still going. So hooray for that. Definitely been battling a lot of cramps. But just left a rest station. Made the cutoff, so doesn't really matter how long it takes me now. Had a good conversation with the guys that were there about the layout of the rest of the race, 21 miles to go. And update. Walking up the final hill because it's red on my Garmin, which means I don't need to destroy my legs. They're already cramping for everything, trying to get up it. So, taking a little walk, cooling off a little bit too. There's a couple trees, which is nice. They're all dead, but it's something. Almost the top, and then it's almost all downhill. At mile, about 115 or so. So I'm gonna make it, barely, but it's gonna be there. I don't mind walking. Not like there's anybody around anyway. So I just walked. At least it's pretty up here. It's a pretty cool view. Now to finish, 15 miles. We're at mile 120, coming down out of the hills, thank goodness. Other than a couple little rolling hills, no climbs. It's just a matter of making it 11 more miles. Oh, look at that. 10 kilometers to go, 6.2 miles. Hooray! I am very happy to see that sign. Alright, well, 1.5 miles or so, maybe a little bit less by now. Well, here's me finishing to not a person in sight, but I finished. Well, I finished. In between heat exhaustion, cramps, gut rot, major dehydration, intense heat. Just got done. But at least I finished.